Hello there, people of the internet. So today I'm going to be showing you how to change your trailing arms on your car. Now this particular car is a Jaguar X-type and it's my car. I did the other side already, so I have a good understanding of how to do it, so I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so first thing you need to do before you get the car off the ground is you need to loosen off the wheel nuts. Then get it off the ground just enough, and then you can take the wheel off. So we're going to do that just now. Okay, let's give it a kick. There it is. Now, just as Chris Vick says, certainly instructed you so far, put the wheel under the car for extra safety. Okay, so that is what the hub assembly looks like. You can see it's not that bad, but there was a good deal on trailing arms, so I decided to get that off eBay, and might as well change it. So it came with the bushing, so that's a win-win for me. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and show you how to remove all that. There's a few bolts that you need to remove and everything just comes apart. Now then, there are in total 3 bolts that you need to remove for you to be able to get the trailing arm off. Now these 3 bolts are, one is located over at the knuckle with the rear hub, one is located with the trailing arm, no, not the trailing arm, sorry, I forgot what that's called there, which is underneath, and you're gonna need an Allen key if you don't have an impact wrench to get that nut off, because it's so much easier to buzz it off with an impact wrench. And the final one is over at the center there, right there. I'm not sure if you can see it, somewhere around there. I'll show you how to get that off again. An impact wrench makes that a hell of a lot easier. We're gonna start with the bolt over at the knuckle. Now I don't have an impact wrench for that, so an impact socket for it, so I'm just going to use one of my normal ones. Now you shouldn't really do this because you have a risk of shattering this, so if you are doing it, wear eye protection or something like that so it doesn't go in your eyes. These are a good example of what impact sockets look like. They're hardened, so they can transfer that energy from the impact wrench over to the bolt much more efficiently, and it's not lost in heat, where this begins to heat up and rattle a bit. So you see what I mean, but hopefully that will come off. Yep. Okay. Okay, that started to spin, so I need to get on the other side because it's just spinning the bolt on the inside there. So I need to get a wrench of some sort and just place it there so it doesn't spin the whole thing, and then we'll be able to buzz it off. Let's see what it is. Okay, ready, steady. There it is. Okay, so I'm not going to go ahead and disconnect everything just yet. I'm going to leave that bolt in, and then I'll undo the one over the other side, and I'll undo the one for that thing, I forgot how that's called. And once everything's removed, I'm gonna go ahead and take all the bolts out and then compress this so that I can take the other bolt, so I can take this bolt out without the spring back down because of the spring. Okay. I'll go ahead and take the other bolt off. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. Now that there is the bolt I was telling you about, that you're gonna need an Allen key to get it off, but if you have an impact wrench it makes it so much more easier. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and buzz that out first, and then if it doesn't work I'm gonna have to use the old method with a spanner and an Allen key. Now that's located just off the hub assembly there, and just to the right. So I'm gonna go ahead and buzz that off now. It's come off to a certain extent, but now I'm gonna have to get the Allen key and the wrench to get that off. So hopefully it's not gonna be too much of an issue. Come on. It's coming out now. There it is. It's coming off now. That's it. That's it. It's off now. Okay. So now we can take that off. Make sure you save your bolts. You're probably going to be reusing them. So I'm going to go ahead and put that with the rest of the bolts, and then I'm going to apply a copious amount of copper grease so that it's a lot easier to take this off next time around. Okay, so there is one last bolt to take off, and that is the final one that's connected to the chassis. And let's hope it goes out from this side, because you're supposed to take the nut off. It doesn't work with the bolt on that side, simply because it's got that washer on it, and I think that's either welded to it or something like that, because on the other side it just didn't come off. You can see that there when I was doing the other side there. There it is. And there's the bolt. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the jack and I'm gonna jack up under where the spring is, where the trailing arm is. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna alleviate some pressure on that knuckle, and I'll be able to get that bolt off. So you want to take this bolt off first, then the one on the back, because it's just so much more easier that way. Okay. You can see that's starting to have a little bit of play now. It should be easier to take that bolt off, so I'm going to get my mallet. Okay. Let's just give it a little bit of a helping hand here. And there's your bolt. Make sure you save that with the rest of them. Now then, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna compress that further, and I'll disconnect it from the knuckle. Okay, it's time to separate now. That's it. Just get like a screwdriver or something in there, and push. Oh, there it is. That's it, free. Okay. Now. Oh, that's it. And now you can release the pressure, but make sure you do it slowly. Now this is not the best of checks, but I'll try my best. There it is. And there we go. It's free. Now, let's go take the... Oh, let's keep on releasing there. Take the jack out. And now we can take that spring. There we go. So, spring's out. Make sure you note how the spring was put in the first place. So you have that bit which goes over at the bottom there. I'll show you later on where exactly that goes in, and that's just like a plastic rubbery protector on it, which I plan on keeping on. And then I'm gonna apply again a copious amount of grease on this so that I prevent it from rusting any further, at least slow down the rusting. And let's go ahead and take the rest of it off. Yeah. Take your mallet and just give it a look. Don't forget the washer. It's important. make sure that the spring aligns with that notch over at the bottom there, so that aligns. Okay, I can get this in there. This. Push it in. Push it underneath. So make sure I align that properly. There. In. Now the knuckle. So I'm just going to raise it up a bit, and then I'm going to try and move the knuckle out the way and back into its original position there, which was on the inside. So I think that should be fine. So let's try. Get the knuckle in. Racing. Now remember, this one goes at the back, so back first. Lift the knuckle up, back, come on, back. And the knuckle's going to drop down. Okay. And we're going to start tightening. And I keep the number 19 on the back there so that it doesn't spin out. Yeah. Okay, good. And oh yeah. Now what I've already done, thanks to Chris's advice, I've smeared some grease on the back there of the wheel, so it's easier to take on and off and it's not going to get stuck onto the hub assembly again. There it is. And yeah. There we go. Nice and tight. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jack up under the knuckle over there so that I can get no, it should not. It should be under the spring. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jack up, not under the knuckle, but okay, so we're gonna start by removing the wheel first, obviously. Well, okay, get it off the ground first, then crack before you completely. Okay. Hey, freedom.